So in today's video, I'm showing you how I created this purple monochromatic look using this particular palette right here. So if you want to know exactly what I did to achieve this overall look, keep watching and find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notification bell as well. So anytime I upload new content, you automatically get the notifications. And go ahead and follow me on my other social media platforms under the name of TrulyMKE. So that'll be Facebook. Why did I say it like that? Why did it come out like that way? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. It completely threw me off. Why did it come out that way? So let's get right into the video. As always, starting, well, most recently, I do video, of course it's a video, Carlos, oh my goodness. I do fragrance of the video day. I'll think of a better way to phrase this. You guys leave me suggestions on which way, what phrase I can use for this particular intro. Oh my god, I'm getting long-winded anyways. So pretty much, if you're new, I use a fragrance to get me in the filming zone. So you're probably wondering, okay Carlos, what fragrance are you using today? So I am using, this is one of my, last video I said I have 3 top signature scents. So this is actually gonna be my second one. My second signature fragrance scent. Oh my god, every word I say is a tongue twister. Oh, it is by Prince, yes, the late Prince, 3121. Let me tell you guys, I have about 6 of these bottles because I'm afraid they're going to discontinue it. I don't even know if they did or didn't discontinue it because you're still able to find it. So I'm not sure if it's just overstock. But anyways, so just square a moment. So let me go ahead and spray myself. Oh, let me just tell you, this is a fragrance. Well, obviously, Carlos, it's a fragrance. This is a celebrity fragrance that I was actually pleasantly surprised in terms of the scent, because when I first seen it, I'm like, oh great, another fruity scent, blah blah blah, filled with vanilla and all of that, right? No, this is a unisex fragrance, but it is very, very like smoky, earthy. Think about like a cigarette bar or cigar bar, but more of like just like that. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's better for the evenings and night times, but it's just, oh, my words are not coming out. Hopefully, if you guys ever smell this before or have the opportunity, it is a little bit stronger smell, but it does last you a while for a celebrity fragrance. Anyways, you guys, let's get right into the video. I don't know why I always do this. I go into details about fragrances and I should really stop. Unless it's a fragrance YouTube channel, then that's something different. Again, squirrel moment. All right, you guys, so in today's video, I am going to do a monochromatic eyeshadow look. It just, you get me. All right, so the palette that I'm going to be using today, it is from Hipdot. Wait, let me make sure I'm saying, yeah. I literally had to look at the brand name. don't come after me. From Hipdot. I want to say hip hop for some odd reason. I don't know why. It just wants to spill out. So I'm using Hipdot, the Zion palette. Oh my god, I swear. Anyways, so if you've never seen this particular palette, it's been out for some time now. I think about a year, a little bit over a year now. This I did receive in one of my BoxyCharm shipments. I don't remember if it was in the premium or a Luxe box. No, it couldn't have been a Luxe box. I don't know, you guys. So let me go ahead and show you the inside real quick, just in case if you have not seen this palette. But it is very gorgeous. I mean, like, there's a lot of like purples in here, which is a reason why I use Prince with 3121 fragrance to stay with the purple theme, since that was kind of his trademark overall color look. At least that's how we identified him, because of Purple Rain. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Anyways, you guys, so let's just go ahead right into this palette. I already did my eyebrows. I already primed my eyelids. I did do some underlying corrector. I don't know why. My mind is like shot today. Anyways, you guys, so the first shade I'm going to go into is I just stuck my finger into a shade right now. The first shade I'm going to go into is Rip. Can you all see this? I have the most difficult time. Wild River. So I'm going to go into that shade right there. And what my plan is to do is to put that on top of the eyelid crease. So the brush I'm going to be using today, it is the Morphe M330. Hopefully you see that. And the reason why I'm going with this particular brush is because this brush has more of a like narrow dome tip. So I'm hoping that once I go into that particular shade, oh, FYI, that this is a pressed pigment palette. So from my understanding, and I could be completely wrong, pressed pigments are slightly a little bit different comparison to a traditional eyeshadow palette or a shade. And the reason for that is because the pressed pigments are supposed to have a lot more like punch in terms of the colors. So with that being said, I'm going to take what I just used and I'm just going to dab it first onto the eyelid. So again, what I'm doing is applying it directly above the eyelid crease. And the reason for that is because that is where I want most of the product to settle in terms of the shade color was this again? The Wild River. So let me go back into that shade one more time. So again, I'm just building up to it and hopefully you guys are able to see this. So again, once again, Carlos, one day I will be able to translate what I need to say as smoothly as butter, smooth as butter. But today, tomorrow, and a week from now will not be those days. So just bear with me. So as you notice, like, do you see that? All right. So my goal is just to pat it there, right? In terms of how depth of the shade I want to achieve. And then I'm going to buff it out to the top. Yeah. Hopefully that made sense. Alright you guys, so I was able to go ahead and apply that particular shade on both eyelids. So as I mentioned, I applied it above the eye crease area. Unfortunately, with the brush that I use, it actually applied on the bottom, which is perfectly fine in terms of the eyelid itself. No big deal. So the next shade I'm going to go into is this really nice purple right here. Hopefully I will hold it correctly one day without dropping anything in a video. So the shade I'm going to be using is this shade right here. It is Whisper. Now for that particular shade, I am actually going to apply it directly on the eye crease itself. And the reason for that is because I want that to be a little bit more darker on that spot. And it, just in case if it's too dark, the crease itself would actually hide the shadow. So it'll look like a nice transitional shade. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So the next brush I'm going to be using is the Morphe M139. And the reason for this is because it still has that dome top, but a little bit more thicker on the actual brushes themselves. So as I mentioned, I go into Whisper. And again, these are these are all pressed pigments. At least I think so, right? There's a bunch of kickback, but I guess that's how it is. Yeah, it says pressed pigment palette. So that basically tells me that all of the shades are pressed pigment, which is perfectly fine. It just lets me know how I need to apply these particular shades. So as I mentioned, I'm going to apply this directly right onto the crease, and I'm just going to dab it. Oh, very so lightly. And then I'm just going to achieve the overall look and the intensity of the shade that I want to achieve. Hopefully you guys are able to see that. Now, if for whatever reason during the editing, if I feel that I need to do a close-up, I will do that. It'll be like just playing. So you know what I mean? Like, because sometimes when I'm seeing myself filming, I don't necessarily see like, okay, why can I not see anything? So sometimes I'll do close-ups during my editing when I need to, and hopefully that helps. So hopefully, do you see that? Okay, let me show you one more time. So again, I just what I went like this, oh my god. Anyways, I took this product and then I just dabbed it right on top of that crease, right directly on that crease. Once I get to that, then I will do a swiping motion. And the reason why I'm doing that swiping motion is just to kind of blend those two shades together. Hopefully I don't mess up the first shade that I used. You see that? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and continue finishing. All right, you guys, so I was able to go ahead and apply that particular shade right onto the eye crease area. As you notice, I was able to go ahead and just like blend that out. Almost looks a little bit smoky, but that's okay. That's actually not too bad. So the next shade I'm going to go into is this shade right here. Sorry, the Majesty. Hopefully it picks up. I'm going to go into this one. To me, that's more of, it's between like a mulberry-ish pinkish color, and which is fine, actually. I mean, it's still within the purple family, so at least it still be within the monochromatic look. I don't know why I just did all that. Anyways, you guys, so the next brush I'm going to go into is also a Morphe brush. They are not sponsored. However, if Morphe wants to sponsor this video, you're more than welcome to do so. Anyway, so I got what brush is this? Morphe E. It's not picking up, is it? Yeah, there it is. E18. So this particular brush, I like this one. And the reason why I like this one for what I'm about to do next is because it's still a little bit thick. It's still a little small in terms of the brushes themselves, as you notice, but it doesn't have that dome-like applicator. So what I'm going to do now, take that same shade that I just mentioned, well, not the same shade, but take the shade that I had mentioned, Majesty, go into here, as you notice, boom, 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 kick back, but again, because it's pigmented, a pigmented press shadow, I get it. Oh my god, what are my words today? Never, ever here. So now I'm just going to apply that directly on the eyelid itself, right below the crease. So if you notice, I'm just dabbing it on. Hopefully you're able to see. Do you know what I mean? Look of the pigment just with those little small areas I just did. So now I'm just lightly back and forth, just dabbing it on. You see that? Like seriously, you guys, this has some pigment. This is the reason why I like this brush, because it allows me a little bit more control. Little bit. I gotta get that word out of my mouth. Anyway, so let me go ahead and finish this. But yeah, look at this. So now my goal is to basically, as you notice, get this little mulberry pinkish color, put it on the lower lash line of top of the eyelid. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But then also put it, like smudge it out on the waterline as well, so that it looks like an effortless blend. Hopefully it translates well. All right, you guys, so I was able to go ahead and apply that particular shade on the lower waterline area and just buff that out to kind of give it more of a smoky look. So the next shade I'm going to go into, this one right here. This one is called Sublime, and this is more of a glittery metallic shade. Hopefully it's picking up. So what I'm going to do is take, let me see, got the brush here somewhere in my hand. This is a ColourPop E27. Okay, I must have used this before. Same color, I hope. We'll find out. So I'm going to go into there. You notice right here, back and forth. Now, what I'm going to do with this particular shade, let me see if I use the same. Let me just see. Where's my words? I'm going to see if I can use this mirror, since it's a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to just apply it right directly onto the middle and go upwards. So let me show you real quick. Hopefully it picks up in terms of what I'm trying to achieve. So, like, you see this, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is blend it out slightly on both sides, but making sure that the middle of the eyelid itself stands out the most. And then I'm going to go back in there with a setting spray and apply it one more coat with the setting spray, so that it really makes it pop. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead off camera, applied some falsies on, and then I also went ahead and did my face. So what I end up doing to give me more of like this sun-kissed glow, because clearly I have not been in the sun, but I really want to get that sun look appearance. I end up using or mixing two products together. So I end up using the Marc Jacobs Drew, I think it's Drew Drops. Let me see, make sure. Drew Drops Illuminator. So basically you can actually use this for multiple different ways. You can use this as a contour, maybe like a nice highlight, or you can actually mix this up with one of your foundations, and then I end up doing that and then kind of give it out more of like just like that nice illuminating glow. So I end up using this moisturizer right here. It says it Tinted Day Cream Moisturizer. So I do use this in the sense of kind of like a foundation, but at least it gives me more of that hydrated look. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hopefully it does. So that's how I end up getting this particular look without doing any contouring. You probably hear my dog in the background. So the last and final step to this overall monochromatic look is the lips, because now I still look a little, so so I'm gonna actually go into two different products. I'm gonna go in one product from MAC Cosmetics and the other one from Fenty Beauty. So this particular I don't even remember the shade of this one. Oh wait, no, I don't know the shade. I think it, oh wait, it's wait. Oh my god, I can't read. The font on these packaging sometimes are so small, like you can barely read them. But to me, this looks like more of like a nice brownish purple color. So I'm hoping that's what it is. Like seriously, like so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna apply that directly onto my lips. I'm looking down because I'm trying to find like my brush so I can kind of put some of like the concealer on there so it doesn't really like stain my lips too bad if once I clean it off. Do you know what I mean, right? Because some lip products could or can stain. Anyways, you guys, I'm a hot mess today. All right, again, so I'm gonna apply this in the outer corner over here. Now, if you really want a crisp look, what you could do is get one of these nice flat head brushes, apply that, and I could do that right now actually, and I'll show you real quick. Let's see, just go like here. Am I in the camera? I don't know. These days are just crazy. So now look, hopefully, I'm just going to smooth this out here. You see this? Okay, so this is giving me a nice, clean cut look. I have no clue what I was about to say. That's nothing new. Anyways, so let's go ahead and finish this. Alright, you guys, so that completes my overall look. So as I mentioned, I went into these two last products right here just to kind of my lips up. Why'd I do all that? I don't know. So I went into this Fenty Beauty product. I don't know the name, sorry. I end up using this particular brush. As I mentioned, this is a Morphe M213, and I pretty much just line up my lips as evenly, as beautifully as I possibly could. And then I just soften it up like gradually in the middle so that there was less shade. And then I went into this particular lip gloss, however you want to phrase it, from MAC Cosmetics, and then I just went on top of that where the inner part of my lips are a little bit less kind of nude. You see that? And this is a shade of like a glittery purplish color, metallic color. Like, does that make any sense? I don't know, you guys. So yeah, I don't know, leave a comment below. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions with this autocorrect. This monochromatic look. Like, do you like the purple vibes that I'm giving you? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Like, it's actually pretty decent. Would I change anything? Actually, no. I actually am pretty content with it, and I guess you know what? That's all that matters, because makeup is not meant to be completely all just one way. You do it the way you prefer it. Just don't walk out of the house looking like a clown. Unless that's your profession, then by all means, you do you, boo. Anyways, you guys, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions with this overall look. I really hope that you enjoy it. But until then, make sure y'all brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. Until then, take care now. Bye.